Anything good over here?
Yes, I see 2 slugs, but she's currently laying eggs. Oh my gosh.
Didn't she slug out on us last year?
Yeah, she's slugged out completely, but this is Azura, our purple line hognose that's possibly het albino and possibly het lavender, and she's currently laying again.
Did we pair her to Shanko?
Yes, I don't know.
We'll come back to that.
We're gonna come back in like, maybe, should we give her like 6 hours?
Yeah.
Because she's currently laying.
Yep.
Okay, it has been about 6 hours, so same day, but later in the day. And I'm gonna check on her again. I really hope she has at least some good eggs. I saw 2 slugs the last time I checked, so we've got a couple of slugs, and I hope it's not just all slugs in here.
Yeah, otherwise we're gonna pair her to some different males.
Yeah, for
Who
sure.
did we pair her to?
We actually did not pair her with Shanko, our lavender.
Okay, so not our lavender, so we weren't looking for that.
We paired her with Farkas, who's also purple line, possibly het albino and lavender.
Okay.
And Afternoon Delight, who's albino, 100% het stable.
Okay. If we get a lavender, we know they're both het lavender.
That's true. Or an albino, we know they're... Anyway.
Yeah.
Here we go. Do we have eggs?
Oh my gosh, it's so slugged out.
Oh my gosh, there's a couple good ones
Yeah,
though.
I see 3, I think.
Are you done? Are you done
Get
laying?
them all out.
It looks like it from above. I don't feel any lumps.
All right.
All right, you're good. Can I move you aside over here? So then I can take this out.
You can yoink the eggs.
And put you back so you
Nothing
can
else
relax.
like around, is there?
Nope, just a poop.
Okay.
Okay, we'll just
An old poop.
take that out. All right, you can go back in here. You relax now that you're...
Okay, now she has a warm side.
Okay, we can get her some more stuff too.
Yep.
Okay, there we go. Now let's take a closer look at these eggs. Oh, what have we got? Yep. So many slugs.
Like a bunch of jelly beans.
Oh man, but unlike last year, there are a couple good eggs in there.
That'll be exciting.
Is there anything else on this side? Nope, just
I
another
like how
slug.
she pushed all the stuff on the left, on this side, and then she laid her eggs over there.
I've noticed that hognoses like to do that. They push all the sphagnum moss aside, and sometimes they even push it out of the box, and then they lay their eggs.
Yeah.
Don't know why they do that,
You
but
don't get to be comfortable.
I guess
while
not.
you're hatching.
Yeah, and unfortunately that causes the eggs here to just roll around when the snake is moving in here, so we had to take them out like right away. But I mean, these don't look too bad.
It's all right.
That one looks good. This one looks all right. I'm a little concerned about the pointy end there, because usually pointy ends means slug or infertile.
Yeah, but it's really white.
It is,
Like,
yeah.
this is a good example of showing the difference between a slug and a non-slug.
Yeah, compared to that, these 3 look great.
Yeah, those look white.
Yeah,
and
especially
big
that
and
one.
full.
Yeah, they look awesome. So I guess we're going to be setting up just 3 eggs in incubation.
We can use this teeny little container.
I mean,
Oh, it looks big now. Whoa.
Yes, you've been awake too long.
Yes, I have.
With such a small clutch, this is going to be a really short video if we just set them up in incubation. So we're going to share a little bit more about the incubation process, since we haven't really covered that yet this year. So if you're new to the channel, the way we incubate eggs or set them up for incubation is we just use perlite, which we get from Home Depot. As long as it's
100% perlite.
100% perlite, you're good. Then we just take a container, any sort of container, and we fill it about halfway, give or take, with the perlite. And some people claim it's a 50-50 ratio or 1-to-1 ratio perlite to water. And we don't measure it, we just kind of eyeball it like this. And then we mix up the perlite. Oh man, that really soaked it up.
So it makes me think cottage cheese every time I see it.
Yeah, I can see that. And then the goal is for the perlite to, once it's mixed, maintain its shape when you squeeze it, but not drip underneath. So I'm gonna squeeze it here. It's not dripping, so it's not too wet, but is it wet enough to hold its shape? Yes, it is. Perfect. We've got a nice mixture, and obviously if it's too wet, we drain some water. If it's too dry or it doesn't hold its shape, then we just add more water to it.
It's not really a science.
No,
it's just
no.
like an art.
You just eyeball it.
It's also
honestly.
really easy for anybody ever wondering how to mix this up. It's like
Super easy, yeah. That's all you do. We don't measure anything out. We're just like, looks good.
Good enough.
Okay, we'll do a squeeze test. Perfect. It's really easy, guys. Like, some people think being a snake breeder is really difficult. Like, oh my gosh, you breed snakes.
I mean, it is. It's super difficult.
There are some difficult things like pairing them up, feeding them at the right time.
Emily, it's super difficult.
Yes, okay, yes. Very, very difficult. Exactly. Now I'm just gonna make 3 holes One for each of these eggs. This is such a sad clutch.
Yeah, I mean, she would have had how many?
Gosh, yeah.
How many would she have had?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17!
She would have had 17 if she wouldn't have slugged out. So
Jeez.
you gotta blame our males for that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Come on, guys.
Yeah, maybe
Get
it's
your job done.
the males' fault. I don't know. But she developed 17 eggs, just for some reason only 3 were fertilized.
Yeah.
Don't really know what happened there, but we have some good eggs, so
Yep.
we're just going to take them and plop them into the perlite. I might angle them a little bit so I can fit them a little bit more comfortably in here. The best one's gonna go right in the middle there. Look at that beautiful egg. That's gorgeous. And then the last one, right there. Kind of nestle them in a little bit. And then the last thing we have to do with these eggs is take a Sharpie and just draw either an X or a line on the top side of the egg, so if something happens and, say, our incubator falls over, or tips over, and all the eggs spill out, we need to know what side is supposed to go up, because within the first 24 hours an egg is laid, the embryo attaches itself to the side of the egg, and if it flips over halfway through incubation, there's a chance it might not develop and it would instead die. There have been studies done that take eggs, incubate them for a few days, and flip them over, and they still hatch. So there might not be it might not be as strict.
Kind of an old wives' tale.
It might be an old wives' tale that you can't rotate them at all, but
Why
it doesn't
take the chance?
hurt to be safe.
Yeah.
Exactly. So instead of an X or a line, though, that's kind of boring. If we have to draw on them with a Sharpie anyway, we may as well draw something fun. So what should we draw on top of the eggs instead of
You
a
could do
line?
Minnesota weather. Or no.
Ooh, our seasons?
Yeah, our seasons.
Okay.
Winter, road construction, and fall.
Yeah, okay, let's do that.
Because we
I
don't
like
get
it.
spring around here, apparently.
Nope. All right, we're gonna do the 3 seasons of Minnesota. We've got, that's supposed to be a leaf. That's
Oh, okay.
fall.
That's fall. Makes sense.
We've got,
Alright, now we're back.
now we're back after our CO2 chamber got dropped and, not dropped, it just tipped over and broke. But that's okay.
Yeah.
Got that taken care of
It
now.
was a cheap regulator. I wanted to replace it anyway, so.
Here is winter. We've got a snowflake. And then the 3rd and final season in Minnesota, construction!
Construction season. That takes up the one day of spring we had this year.
Yep.
And the rest of the summer, I'm pretty sure.
It sure does. Those are our 3 seasons in Minnesota.
And even that one kind of starting to take over this one.
It is. It's starting to leach into fall.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got our eggs ready. I noticed there's no holes at all in this, so I think I am going to drill maybe like 2 just on the lid here or something, and then we'll come back. Okay, holes are drilled. Here we go. Here is our clutch for 514, right?
I think so.
I think so. This is Azura, and I'm gonna go Farkas. I'm guessing he was the dad. But I guess we should include both, shouldn't we?
Yeah, afternoon delight.
Okay. A-D, Afternoon Delights. Now that's a reminder of who the 2 fathers could be.
Yeah. Well, look at the bright side. With it being this small, we won't have to worry about incubator space.
That's true. I'm sure we can find room for these eggs
Yeah.
somewhere in that packed incubator.
I guess we should have probably thought about this, like, and started the incubator.
We've been too
beginning.
busy.
Yeah.
We've been trying to start it and then things just keep happening. But
Yeah.
that's okay. We'll find room.
Yeah.
All right. Where are we going to put these? Oh, there's a spot right there.
Oh, cool. There's another teeny little container. What's
Nice.
this one?
That was Dottie's
Oh,
single
Dottie's
mystery egg.
One egg.
That may or may not be good. All right.
Yeah, cool.
Success.
That was easy.
That was really easy, actually. And now we can't have any more eggs because I don't think anything else will fit.
I think there's already some other eggs maybe in the zoo.
Yeah, there are.
But that's not this video.
No, that's future Ed and Emily's problem.
Aw, Mom's being really cute. She's like digging under her substrate.
Here are both parents, or both potential dads. This is Farkas, and he is possibly het lavender and possibly het albino. So, if these 2 produce some lavenders, then we know they're first off het lavender,
Both
and then
of
we
them
know,
are het lavender.
yeah, both of them, and then we know that he is the dad.
Yep.
This is Afternoon Delight. He's in shed right now. He is an albino, and he is het sable, which we're not really paying attention to.
Yeah, which has nothing to do with in this clutch.
Yeah, there's no sable in the female, so we're not looking for anything sable. We're really just looking to see if Azura is het albino. So if any of the babies show up and or turn out to be albino, then we know she is in fact het albino. And depending on the ratio of those babies that are albino, we'll know who the dad is. If about half of them are albino, which means if one and a
If
half
one of them,
of the
yeah.
3 eggs is albino, then we know he's the dad. If the other, if just too small of a clutch,
Yeah.
we're not gonna tell.
We're never gonna know.
We'll never know.
Some of them might be
Unless-
50% het sable.
They could be, yeah. who knows? We won't know. Yep, too small of a clutch to tell. When you have big clutches, you can look at the ratio of the morphs and you can tell who the father is, but not with a clutch of 3. So really, if any of the babies are lavender, then we know he's the dad, because he's the only one who might carry some lavender in him.
Yep.
If any of the babies are albino, then we won't know who the dad is, but we'll know that she's at least het albino.
True.
So we've got that.
Yep.
Those are really the 2 experiments we're able to run with this clutch.
He's also het albino.
Yeah, but we won't know for sure.
Yeah, I understand that, but basically, if one throws albino, we still don't know who dad is.
That's true. Yeah, we'll just know that mom is het albino.
Yes, exactly.
That's it. But regardless, I think she has deserved a very special treat after all of those eggs, even though most were infertile. Hi, cutie.
Do you want a tasty snack?
Can you calm down? Calm down. Look, there's food here. Yes, you want the snackies?
Oh, yes, I will take the snackies.
I thought you might take it. You deserve it, Azura. That was a lot of eggs. It's not your fault that not all of them were fertile.
The males don't get to be fed for a while because they didn't do their job.
Exactly.
Just kidding. We don't not feed our animals.
Yeah, no, we feed the males, guys. It's okay. We're joking. They just don't get bonus snack like she does.
Considering she's getting fed tomorrow.
So tomorrow's feeding day. I'm sure she'll still eat. That's okay. After producing so many eggs, that takes a lot of nutrients out of her own body. So this will help kind of replenish those. So thank you everybody for watching. I know this is a really short video, or I'm assuming it will be because the clutch was so small, but I hope you still enjoyed it. Nonetheless, we'll see who the dad maybe is when they start pipping in about 55 to 60 days.
Hooray!
And before we wrap things up, we also want to thank our amazing Patreon backers. Your funds are allowing us to build a new incubator that we so desperately need.
Sooner or later.
Sooner or later, we're gonna build it. So thank you, Patreon backers. You'll have a video about that coming out soon too, and we will see you next time.
Have a tasty snack, Azura. Thank you for your eggs, even though there was 3.